want to tell you about a book that I read recently called Principles by Ray Dalio. All right, now this is a very cool story, Jamie. It's a very cool story to those of you listening. Ray Dalio, very smart guy. He has been awarded, or he has been recognized by Forbes magazine as one of the top 100 richest people in the world. He has been recognized by, I think, Time magazine as one of the top 100 most influential people on the planet. There's lots of other recognitions. Jamie, if you will, in the background, search Ray Dalio. That's R-A-Y, Dalio, D-A-L-I-O, I think. And just search Ray Dalio Awards or Ray Dalio. Let's see what we can find out that he has been recognized for. Academy of Achievement, possibly. And pull that up. Let's show the world. I mean, let's show our audience who Ray Dalio is right there. I got a good point that I'm going to make about Ray. Jamie's going to share this with us. Boom, boom, boom. He's a hedge fund master. That's pretty cool. Is it going to show us? It's not going to show us what it did earlier. That's fine. Scroll down a little bit. We'll look at the global finance right there. Ray Dalio was born in Jackson Heights, born in Queens, only child. Mother was a homemaker. His father was a jazz musician who played the clarinet. For spending his money, he held down a paper route. From age of 12, he worked as a caddy. Scroll on down a little bit. He's a small little guy. Scroll on down. In the boom years of the 1960s, he was given unexceptional academic performance in high school. So he wasn't good at high school. All right. Is it got me in the Yes, sir. Okay, great. So he wasn't good at high school, but he turned out to be one of the top richest 100 people in the world. You can go back to just me because I think I can probably kind of give you a summary better than trying to read it at the same time. He was not good in high school, but he went to college. Now, he did like college. He was good at college because he got to study the things that he liked, including money and economics and the systems and the monetary system. And he was one of the first people to use algorithms to predict big movements in the markets. He was one of the first people to use computers to predict changes in the markets, and it worked really well. And he started noticing in 1970, I think it was the early 70s, around 73, that all the economics were pointing towards another depression. Everything was matching up just like they did in 1929. So he thought for sure that a huge collapse was coming. As a matter of fact, 1983, Jamie. It was not 73. It was 83. 1983, he predicted another depression. They even brought him up to Congress, and he spoke before Congress, and they listened. And some people listened to him, and then they started printing money to get out of this situation, which he thought was going to cause a collapse. And it didn't happen. The economy continued to grow. Inflation did not factor in very much. So he was totally wrong. It wiped him out. He was betting on a financial collapse, and it didn't happen. In 1983, he was broke. In 1983, he had a company named Bridgewater, and they were advising people, and they were investing people's money, and he got it wrong in 1983. He lost it all. He had a client in Texas that wanted him to come see him to help him, and he could not afford to buy a plane ticket in 1983 to fly him from, maybe he was in Chicago or he was somewhere in the Midwest or the Northeast, and he couldn't afford a plane ticket to get him to Texas. So he wasn't even able to do business. Now, he actually had to sell his borrow $4,000 from his father and sell his second car to make ends meet. All right. Fast forward 12 years to 1995. In 1995, he learned from his mistakes, Jamie. In 1995, he was the hedge fund manager with over $30 billion under management. $30 billion of assets under management. And again, he went on to become one of the richest people on the planet. It's pretty cool to me that a guy can go from nothing to a billionaire in 12 years. Now, he did not do that by speculating. He did that by noticing absolute laws and strategies that allowed him to make bets, big bets, while reducing risk and maximizing gains at the same time. That's how he was able to do it. Now, I'm still learning, but I do know this much already. You do not speculate. Here's how you get wiped out. All your eggs in one basket in a speculation. Now, all your eggs in one basket with something that's going to continue to go up. For instance, you can put all your eggs in gold, and it's going to be worth a lot more than it's worth right now 10 years from now. There is a very small chance that gold's going to go from 1900 to 900 in 10 years. Extremely difficult for that to happen. There is a zero chance that it's going to go from 1900 to zero. Our dollar could go from $1 to zero. It really could. I hope it doesn't, but it could do that. But you do not speculate. You don't want to get rich quick. You want to get rich for sure. So, diversification. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of diversification because I have all my eggs in me and in my call center and in my business, because every dollar that I invest into DigiNinja, into Billy Merritt Marketing, into Jamie Lopez, that comes back to me in an amount greater than $1. And so I'm just going to keep on pumping dollars into Jamie, keep on pumping dollars into our equipment and into our marketing and into our strategizing. And I'm confident that is going to give me more than $1 back. So find the thing that you're confident will pay you back. If you're 100% confident that Bitcoin is going to pay you back tremendously and there's no chance that it'll go down, then go for it. But Ray Dalio told me the story about a man who was a billionaire, one of the richest people he knew, who was investing all his money. Go to a silver chart. Pull up silver price or silver chart, either one. Silver price chart, that's fine. This is a very important story I'm about to give you right here. It may be on there. Probably any of those will work. Click on the price of silver. It should give us. All right, let's see if we can find a chart with we need like a historical chart. We need to be able to change this thing to a 6 months, 1 year, 10 years silver. Okay, man, we need a lifetime chart. So just go back to. I want to show you something that Ray Dalio taught me. Silver lifetime chart. Well, no, that's fine right there. Boom. Okay, so what year is that? We're right in the middle. So you have to scroll down and probably see the year at the bottom. Yep. Okay. So click on the chart. Click right in the middle right there. It should tell you. There you go. All right. Now share that on the screen. This is gonna be pretty cool, Carson. Hang around. Okay, so let's start over there in the bottom. Go to the bottom. Go to your left there, Jamie. Down right there. Okay, at $9.31, 1972. 1972, silver was $9.31, and Ray Dalio had a very good friend who said silver is going to the moon. Okay. So he started investing this was a billionaire. He started investing massive amounts of money when it was as low as $9. Creep it over just a little bit and see where it was at just a few months later on a little bit more. So, okay, it's up to 11. He said, Ray, it's going to the moon. He kept buying. Click it on over a little bit more. It's $18, $26. He said, Ray, it's going to the moon. Keep buying silver. Now, just a little bit over more. It started followed on down. It got down to $18. He said, look, guys, it's going to the moon. It's a pullback. Back up the wagons. Pour all you have into silver. It's going to the moon. What happened? Click on over there to the top. $48.94. I think it may have went to over $50. Oh, does that say 100?
119.
Okay. So I didn't even realize it got that high. Okay. In February of 1980, silver was at over $100 an ounce. Guess what? He was a genius. He was buying at $10. So that means if he's put all his money in, $1 billion at $10, now he had $10 billion. Okay. But guess what? He said it's going to the moon. It's going to $1,000. So he borrowed all the money he could get. He leveraged everything he had. Bought silver at $1.19. Well, just scroll on over just a few months right there to the right. Ooh, that was nasty. A little bit more. At 87, that's fine. $12. He lost it all. Because he just knew that silver was going to $1,000 an ounce. He lost it all. A billionaire became a zero heir. All right. Right around 2000, it bottomed out, I think, around $6. Now, by the way, anybody who was buying silver at $6 in 2001 and 2002, great job, because today it's at $26. Scroll all the way over. Right now, stop right there. That other little peak. No, to your right, the top peak should be right around 2010. No, go up. Right, stop right there. $24. That was right. That's the financial crisis, the debt crisis. Right at the beginning of Barack Obama's first year, $24 it got up. All right, but it fell. Boom, it collapsed, going down to $11. Now, if you bought it there, I think that next peak is going to be around $50 if you go all the way up to the top. Boom. I know. Okay, so 44, 56. I knew it went over 56. I was there. I was buying silver and gold on the way up, but at 56, I stopped. But I saw people saying, "Man, it's going to 100. It's going to 200." And I know people that spent tens of thousands of dollars buying silver at $50 an ounce. Now that all their money is worth half of what it's worth.